I never planned to walk into that ballroom. But life has a twisted way of making sure you witness your own downfall up close. The hotel's grand hall pulsed with chatter, music, laughter. The clinking glasses sounded like sarcastic applause. I only showed up because one of her colleagues mistakenly sent me an invitation meant for someone else, a company celebration for her firm. I figured surprising her would be fun. Instead, the surprise was mine, and it sliced deep. At first, she didn't even realize I was there. She was too occupied letting her boss's hand glide across her back, too caught up laughing at his cheap jokes. Then the music slowed, and he pulled her in. His fingers brushed dangerously close to the zipper of her dress. My wife. My wife. When she finally noticed me, she didn't recoil. She smirked. "It's just for my promotion," she said. Before I could respond, her boss faced me, arrogance radiating off him. "At least I'm valuable," he sneered. "You're nothing." Their laughter wasn't noise, it was a knife. But when I spoke, that knife turned. "You're right," I said. "I don't have what you have, but I do have everything you're about to lose." Silence fell. Even the band seemed to freeze. 3 years earlier, I'd met her in a coffee shop. She'd been bold, electric, ambitious, everything I wasn't. I was a quiet, steady data analyst. She told me I made her feel anchored. I believed her. We married the next year. In the early days, she'd come home exhausted but triumphant, new clients, promotions, bigger projects. She thrived on ambition. I supported her completely. Cooked dinners. Polished her presentations. Held her together. I genuinely thought we were a team. Then came the distance. The late nights. The unfamiliar perfume. The phone always flipped face down. The secretive giggles at messages that didn't belong in a marriage. The final crack appeared 2 weeks ago. Her laptop was open on the table, a video call still active. She never realized I saw it, her and him celebrating after hours. I didn't confront her then. Emotion is a weapon best saved for the exact second it strikes true. While she slept, I began preparing. No yelling. No tears. No begging. That's what they would have expected. Instead, I copied everything from her work devices, emails, chats, financial logs. She had been using her company laptop for personal transfers. A fatal error. Her boss had approved bonuses he had no authority to grant, funneled through shell accounts she helped create. I tracked every transfer, every signature, every concealed trail. I collected enough evidence to destroy them both without raising my voice. I quietly resigned from my job. Shifted our joint savings into an account legally in my name alone, a detail she'd overlooked in the prenup. Then I waited for the right moment. The mistakenly sent invitation felt like fate delivering a gift. I walked into that party not as her husband, but as her consequence. When the laughter died after my remark, I pulled out my phone. "You know," I said to her boss, "I used to respect your leadership until I found the offshore accounts and company funds disguised as client expenses." His face drained of color. Her smile shattered. "What are you talking about?" he stuttered. "Oh, nothing," I replied, tapping my screen. "Just the files I sent to the board, and the batch scheduled for the audit team at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Check your inbox." The dancing halted. The room thickened with tension. Then I turned to her. "And you, sweetheart, your promotion is still coming, just not the kind you wanted. HR will see your name right next to his on those transfers, shared accounts, joint approvals. The evidence speaks without me." She tried to respond, but her lips just trembled. I leaned in, only loud enough for her to hear. "Next time you trade yourself for power, make sure the cost is worth it." Then I walked out. 2 days later, the headlines exploded. Top executive fired after embezzlement scheme exposed. He lost everything, his job, his credentials, his marriage. She was terminated for ethical violations. When she returned to what used to be our home, she found new locks and divorce papers waiting on the doorstep. I didn't answer the doorbell. I didn't have to. She called, texted, pleaded, said she'd been manipulated, insisted things weren't what they looked like. But truth doesn't need a disguise. It simply stands. It's strange how calm life becomes after revenge. No shouting, no explanations, just silence. Clean, absolute silence. Sometimes I think back to that night, the laughter, the touching, the smirk. Then I remember her face when she realized I wasn't shattered. I was prepared. Justice doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers right before the music stops.